Looking at the switch to a back three or five, depending on your disposition, a big defensive breakdown happened in the opening game immediately before Lucci looked to counter Philly's two strikers. We'll start the clip as Jesus Ferreira pass runs back to the Union midfield, and we'll stop it with Warren Creavalle taking a run at the FC Dallas defense. Firstly, let's highlight the positioning of Matt Hedges and Reto Ziegler. Eyes are firmly on the ball and a big gap in the middle to pass or shoot through. On the left, Kasper Shibilko has a clear run in behind Hedges. Sergio Santos has a similar run on the right, albeit with Hollingshead in a much better covering position. Reggie Cannon can't overcommit because Brendan Aronson is able to slip in behind Hedges, cut inside of him, or try to go back around Reggie and pull him away from Shibilko. Third centre-back here allows Hedges and Ziegler to stay goal side and push the strikers wider. The fullbacks, or rather compressed wing-backs in that instance, can focus on marking Aronson and Montero on the right. Brisson, in this case, would not only close that lane to pass or shoot into, but can also then attack the ball with sufficient cover from the other four defensive players. We'll watch this play out as Jesse Gonzalez is able to clear the pass meant for Shibilko before taking a look at how this would apply to the rumoured Nashville games. In this first clip, we'll see Nashville building out wide. They tend to go wide a lot, often with the pace of Randall Leal down the left or one of David Akam or Abu Danladi down the right. We'll stop the clip right about when Dax McCarty receives a pass. Nashville plays a 4-2-3-1, which is effectively a 4-2-4 with how compressed the top two lines are. Atlanta played a very similar shape to the 3-5-2 we're discussing. On the Nashville side, we can see McCarty's midfield partner, Anibal Godoy, up with him. Fullbacks Daniel Lovitz and Eric Miller high up the field. And after some attacking substitutions, Danladi, Alan Wynn, Daniel Rios all join Hani Mukhtar in that front four. They're attempting to overload the Atlanta defence. Here Atlanta does well to box out the threat and force a tame 30-yard shot from Danladi, but we'll go to another clip to show how Nashville can counter using a familiar face in Walker Zimmerman. We'll stop the clip here after Brad Guzan clears up field. Zimmerman's attacking the ball beyond the halfway line, and we'll see Godoy and McCarty pretty much stop. They'll cover back. We often saw in Dallas with Oscar Pereira using Zimmerman as a striker late in games, mostly for the aerial threat, but here he's making a beeline to create a front three on the break and once again overload that Atlanta back line. This only reinforces the appeal for a third centre-back to track Zimmerman's run between the midfield and defensive lines.